Hello everyone! Thank you so much again for joining me for another edition of Storytime with Robbie. Hope you're all doing well and staying healthy and safe and having a fantastic day so far. Today we are continuing with the bear-themed books. I'm going to be reading you Do Not Wash This Bear by Sam Hay. And I will be reading you Mother Goose by Ryan T. Higgins. And Hotel Bruce by Ryan T. Higgins. Hope you enjoy. Let's get started. Alrighty, everybody. Just before we get into the books today, as usual, just a friendly reminder. Please, after the video today, please comment on it and let me know what your favorite story was out of the 3 stories that I'm going to read you today. I really want to hear your feedback and know what your favorite stories are that I read to you, including what your favorite story is that I read for each video. So please make sure to do that, and thank you very much for helping me do that. The first story I'm going to read you today is Do Not Wash This Bear by Sam Hay. Here we go. My daddy is not very good at doing the washing. He makes my t-shirts titchy. He turns my vests pink. And he disappears my socks. So when he wanted to wash Bear, I cried, "No!" But Daddy didn't listen. "Bear smells," he said. "Bear is muddy and grubby and needs a clean." "Wait," I said, and I showed Daddy the label under Bear's bottom. "Do not wash this bear." But Daddy still didn't listen. He popped Bear in the washing machine. Bear whizzed and whirled round and round, soapy and sloshy. Then Daddy opened the door. Oh no! Washing Bear was a big mistake. Bear was different. He waved at me. He blew a raspberry. He winked at me. "Look, Daddy," I yelled, but Daddy was too busy looking for lost socks to see what Bear was up to. "Stop," I said, but Bear didn't listen. Suddenly, Bear jumped out of the wash basket and ran up the stairs. He bounced into the bathroom and started making bubbles, big bubbles. "Stop," I shouted, but Bear didn't listen. He ran into my bedroom and made it snow. "Too much snow! Stop! Achoo!" I sneezed, but Bear didn't listen. Bear roly-polied down the hall, jumped on the cat, and took off down the stairs. "Stop that bear!" I hollered. "Correct!" I hollered, but Daddy had so much washing he couldn't see what Bear was up to. Crash! Just then, the front door opened. "Mummy!" I cried. Mummy looked at Bear. Then she looked at Daddy and shook her head. "You have to read the label," she said. You should have read the label," she said. "Do not wash this bear." Mummy grabbed Bear by the ears and carried him, kicking and grumbling, out to the garden and pegged him out on the line to dry. Very soon, Bear was back to his old self again. Daddy said Bear smelled better now. But then he picked up Rabbit. "Pooh-wee," Daddy said. "Rabbit needs a wash." "No!" I shouted as I pointed to the label. Big Book of Bears. "Do not wash this rabbit. Do not wash this rabbit." The end. Alrighty, everybody. The second bear-themed book I'm going to read you today is Mother Bruce by Ryan T. Higgins. Here we go. Bruce was a bear who lived all by himself. He was a grump. He did not like rain. He did not like sunny days. He did not like cute little animals. Bruce only liked one thing: eggs. He collected them from all over the forest. "Good morning, Mrs. Sparrow." But Bruce didn't eat eggs raw like other bears. Instead, he cooked them into fancy recipes that he found on the internet. One day, Bruce came across a recipe for hand-boiled goose eggs drizzled with honey salmon sauce. So he went out to get the ingredients. First, he caught a few salmon. Then he collected honey from a local beehive. He liked to support local businesses. You see, last he went to Mrs. Goose's nest to pay her a visit. "Are these eggs free-range organic?" At home, Bruce prepared the eggs for hard boiling, but the fire in his stove fizzled, so he went out to get more wood. When Bruce came back, he was met with an unwelcome surprise. "Mama!" Bruce became the victim of mistaken identity. Bruce wanted hard-boiled eggs, not goslings. He supposed he could settle for buttered goslings on toast, but for some reason, he lost his appetite. Bruce scooped up the little geese and stomped back to their nest. I will have to ask Mrs. Goose about her return policy, only to find Mrs. Goose had flown south early. Bruce left the goslings there anyway and went back home. Mama! Mama! But he was followed. Bruce was very stern and said things like, "Go away!" and "I'm not your mother," and also, "I liked you better when you were eggs." Roar! Bruce could take it. Bruce could take it no longer and became extra grumpy with them. It didn't work. Goslings always follow their mother, even if she is a he and he is a bear. Mama! Bruce was stuck with them. He tried to make the best of it. It was hard work. Blick! Ew! Yuck! Annoying baby geese. As the seasons passed, Bruce watched the pesky goslings grow older. Stubborn teenage geese, boring adult geese. Then one fall afternoon, he saw other goose families flying south. Finally, he'd be rid of those geese and he could take a long winter nap. Bruce explained migration, but they didn't listen. Bruce needed the geese to leave, so he got creative. Nothing worked. The geese would not leave Bruce. Sigh. Express. So Bruce decided to pack some bags and take his geese into town. They boarded a bus and migrated to Miami. Now, every winter, Bruce and his geese head south together. They laze about at the beach in tacky shirts, sipping ice-cold lemonade while Bruce dreams of new recipes that don't hatch. Mama! The end. Alrighty, everybody. The third bear-themed book I'm going to read you today is Another Story About Bruce, Hotel Bruce by Ryan T. Higgins. Here we go. Bruce was a bear who lived with 4 geese. Reluctantly, but he was their mom, which meant every winter he migrated south with them. Welcome to Miami. Honk, 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 honk. He would have preferred to hibernate. Honk. Northbound, northbound. RM 141. Tippy. Migration and motherhood is hard work for a bear. It made Bruce tired and grumpy. Thank you for your business. Fresh wallpaper. Please don't touch. Seriously. The staff. Northwoods Hotel. No pets. Welcome to the Northwoods Hotel. Your home away from home. That's why when Bruce came home one spring to find that mice had moved in and turned his house into a busy woodland hotel, he was not happy. Bruce was in no mood for rodents. He turned them out of the house and headed to bed. That's when the trouble started. It was a long night. Can I have a glass of water? You're hogging the sheets. I want to snuggle. I need to pee. The next morning, Bruce woke up to the sounds of birds chirping and squirrels chattering, squawk, and possums having a pillow fight. It only got worse. Munch, munch, munch. It's a bath. These veggies and spices are good for your shells. Thank you for choosing the Northwoods Hotel. We hope you enjoyed your stay. Our bell hops will see to your luggage. Bruce growled. Bruce grumbled. Bruce asked to speak with the manager. The mice went in to another room for a moment. I'm not tipping you. Employees only. Two mice came back wearing ties. I am the manager. I have a tie. No, I'm the manager. My tie has stripes. They took my ties. They were interrupted by a commotion in the kitchen. Run for your lives! The turtle soup has gone bad. And it was a disaster, and the turtles had taken his best silverware. Bruce started to lose his cool. Roar! I'm sorry. I can't understand your accent. Maybe we should hire a translator. The geese stepped in to smooth things over. Honk, honk, honk. Oh, he's with you? And the mice understood. Sort of. Just when it couldn't get any worse. It did. This was the last straw. Well, really, it was the last elephant. Finally, Bruce lost his temper. This is not a hotel! This is my house! Everybody, out! Right now! Out! Sheesh, I thought. They never leave. Bruce's house was a quiet, peaceful place once again, and there were no more visitors. Honk! 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 At last, for a little while, sigh. The end. Alrighty, everybody. Really hope you enjoyed the bear-themed books today. Thank you so much again for joining me and for watching. It's always a pleasure being with you and reading to you. Please comment on the video as always and let me know what you think of the pics. I always like to hear your feedback, and please let me know what your favorite story was out of the 3 books that I read today. I really want to start hearing your feedback on what your favorite stories are. Have a fabulous rest of your day, and I will see you here on the next edition of Story Time with Robbie. Until then, bye-bye.